Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Nez Nation Live. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If you're watching on the replay, welcome replay viewers. Also, let me know in the comments down below just by typing a capital TR for Team Replay. And also, live viewers, replay viewers, let me know where you're joining me from. What city, what state, what country. I love hearing from you guys. We have such a vast array of amazing, awesome audience members from all over the globe: Australia, Germany, Africa, South America, Spain, Portugal. I mean, it's all over. Japan. I love hearing about it because everything that we talk about on this channel doesn't just impact us as United States citizens, but it impacts the entire world. Because what happens, we're only 17, 16 days away, depending on when you're watching this, away from the most consequential election of our lives, arguably the most consequential election in the history of politics, not just American history, the history of politics. And today, I'm going to share with you something that is so worthy of your time. This is like a master class. The best reasons I've ever seen to make a case for voting for Trump over the cackler, phony-in-chief, Kamala Harris. If you're somebody who's already voting for Trump, you're going to love this. If you're somebody who's voting for Kamala, I beg you, with all due respect, just watch. And if you still want to vote for her after that, that's totally fine. After watching this, share this with everybody that you know. Tap the thumbs up. If you love our country, please tap the thumbs up. It's free, doesn't cost you an absolute thing. We're going to jump right into it right now. And so I just want to introduce myself too. If you're new and you happen to be watching, I'm Professor Nez. I am your host. I am somebody who I'm really a recovering professor. I've run businesses my whole life. I helped my mom build her leather shoe business when I was a kid. And I grew up in a middle-class family. I was just about to say that. I'm sorry. And then I went into the public sector, because I was kind of tired of the rat race in my 30s. And boy, I never saw a more ruthless group of individuals than I did in higher education. And that was really the catalyst of my channel, was to give away everything for free. I was sick and tired of students coming up to me and saying, Professor Nez, I just paid $100,000 for a piece of paper and nobody will hire me. And I knew exactly why. And it was that day, Angela, I'll never forget you. If you're watching, I love you. That student about 15, 20 years ago that walked up to me and said that right to my face, and it just made my heart break, was the reason I started this new media organization, and I've been doing it ever since. And with your help, we're not only going to get our country back, but I do my own due diligence, my own qualitative and quantitative research to bring you the objective truth, everything that you don't get in corporate state media on ABC, CNN, CBS, and the whole gamut. Mainstream media has been exposed. Higher education has been exposed. The Hippocrats, as I like to call them, I don't call them the Democrats, have been exposed. Let me show you this really quickly, and then I'm going to talk to you about a giveaway that I'm going to do. But the premise of today's show, come on in, everybody. It's so fantastic to see you all. Thank you so much for being here. Let's give a couple of shout outs. Paula Sherry says Trump and Vance 2023. I love it. Jim Barron, we got the best mods in the house. It's so fantastic to see you. Chuck Kreiner, Laura Tilford, I love you guys. We got the best mods in the business. It's absolutely fantastic. Carl, thank you for the $2 super sticker. Thank you to whoever gifted me a membership. Probably Peter Ortiz or Jim Barron. Those guys are the best. We've got Oregon in the house. We've got Ohio in the house. California. I'm in California. God, please. Okay. I want to share this. By the way, follow me on X because I post a lot of stuff on there that I can't post anywhere else. X is the last bastion of free speech in the online ecosystem. Meta, censors. YouTube, censors. Instagram, censors. Most of them censor. TikTok, my goodness. I can't tell you how many people steal my videos on TikTok, monetize them, and are earning insane amounts of money by stealing my videos. But every time I post a video, I get flagged. I don't know. It makes you wonder. Chinese Communist Party owns the app. I don't know. Call me crazy. But quite frankly, probably TikTok is bad boogie. Not a good place. Go to X. Follow Professor Nez. I watch him all the time. Quite frankly, he's the best channel, the most truthful, and he actually does his own research. I love Professor Nez. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you so much. I'm honored. I want to share this with you. What I'm going to talk to you about today, as the title of this suggests, is this is the greatest case I've ever seen for Donald Trump. Bill Ackman is, as you guys know, he is a lifelong Democrat. And he's voted blue his entire life. I think he's almost 60 now, or he might be 60. I don't really know how old he is. And he recently endorsed Donald Trump. I think that's pretty telling. Don't you? Let me know in the comments. We've seen the hashtag walk away movement with complete understanding and legitimacy. I can't see anybody who doesn't critically think for themselves to not come up with that same understanding and comprehension. But he recently posted this on X not that long ago, where, and I'm going to read you the whole thing, where he lists 33 reasons why he's voting for Trump in 2024. And my fellow Americans, I promise you, if you listen to this masterclass, this is a free masterclass. I promise you, it will be worth your time, especially if you're an independent, I don't know how you could be undecided at this point. It makes absolutely no sense to me, but I respect everybody. You're still doing your research. We still have time, not a lot, but we still have time. I promise you, this will be something that you will not be disappointed if you sat through. As a matter of fact, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. posted and reposted Bill Ackman's post, again, a lifelong Democrat, and says, quote, "This is a devastating indictment of a Democratic Party that has betrayed all of its core values and its core constituencies. The Democratic Party of Robert F. Kennedy, his father, and John F. Kennedy, JFK, his uncle, no longer exists." If you've been living under a rock for the past few months, you may have missed that Robert F. Kennedy Jr., much to the chagrin, much to the detestation of his wife, Cheryl Hines. His wife, Cheryl Hines, is a lifelong Democrat. His entire family, lifelong Democrats. They came out very, very hard, viscerally against Donald Trump. He has recently endorsed, not recently, I apologize, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. endorsed Donald Trump not that long ago, though. And everything's happening so fast. I can't believe we're so close. All the way, also, a free poll. How are we feeling? Let me know in the comments. How are you feeling being this close to the most monumental day in American history? I would love to hear your comments on that as well. So the fact that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Said this, that the Democratic Party of today has so removed themselves, have so distanced themselves from the core values of the party. You know, I was a Democrat, over 10 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I'm not proud to say that, but when I actually did some critical thinking of my own, and I actually, basically removed myself. I divested myself from the brain suction cup of fine. And this is all Trump's doing, as a matter of fact. It's really all Trump's doing, because if it wasn't for Trump, and he was right about everything, when he first issued that statement that fake news, these guys are fake news, I thought that was ridiculous when I first heard it. Until I actually started, they showed their cars, they revealed who they were. And I was like, holy mackerel, this guy's right. They are the fake news. They lie about everything. Literally everything. And for one thing, and for one reason only, they're power-mongering, power hungry, salivating over retaining that power. And that's all they care about at the cost and at the behest of American citizen lives. That's a fact. That's indisputable. So I started doing some digging of my own, thinking of my own. I started looking, well, what has really been happening? Well, look at the legislature. Look at the laws they've passed. Look at the things they've advocated. Follow the money. Who's backing them? Who are the mega donors? Oh, the Holly weirdos. Look at all these Holly weirdos backing these candidates. Look at these pharmaceutical industry and companies and organizations. And that's just, barely scratching the surface. If you do enough digging, which is what this channel is all about, I do all the research for you. You don't have to go anywhere else. This is your one-stop shop. You come to realize, holy mackerel, this is not the party of our fathers, our great-grandfathers, etc., etc. This is a party that has gone so radically extreme to the left that they've become unrecognizable. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through these 33 reasons that I think are the best, most convincing, most persuasive, and we're going to talk about each one of them, and I would love for you to join me in this master class that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. himself has said is an amazing demonstration of why the Democrat Party is no longer the Democrat Party. So I hope you'll join me. And buckle up, get your favorite drink, get your favorite beverage, get your snacks, get your popcorn, sit back, relax. I'm going to take care of everything. Okay, here we go. So let me actually screen share this right here. Okay. So let me know if you can see the screen right here. I have transcribed his entire 33 reasons, as well as I'd like to also read his kind of incentive and his credo of basically his reason as to why he posted this. And then also, oh, by the way, I almost forgot. This is exciting. We have brand new styles in our merch shop. Okay, I got to share this first. I'm going to give away a Trump shirt, okay? We have a brand new design. I left the link in the comments. Maybe one of the mods can actually relink this. It's also in the bio site that's in the pinned comment. But we actually have a brand new design. I love Trump shirt, hats, buttons. We've got a brand new design. This is original design. I love Trump with that signature beautiful mugshot. And I'm going to give away a shirt. I'm going to give away a mug, and I'm going to probably give away a hat as well. So stick around. Brand new design. If you want to get this for yourself, your kids, your family, we also have, if you go to the actual shop, you will see that, we have so many things. We got hoodies. We've got signature phrases, Holy Macadamia Nut. We got Nez Nation shirts. We've got everything that you could really imagine if you want to check out this stuff. And it's all high premium quality. We've got men, women. It's just fantastic. I actually like the pink color, but I think my favorite color is this heather blue. And so, yeah, I'm going to give away an I Love Trump shirt. If you love Trump, stick around. You're going to love this. I'm going to give away an I Love Trump shirt, an I Love Trump mug. Let me see if I can find the mug real fast. And then I'm going to also give away a hat as well. Here's the I Love Trump mug, which I think is so cute. Look at that. There's the mug right there. These are, again, I only want to give you guys the best. So these are all high quality products. So we're going to give away some stuff at the end. If you want to stick around, by the way, it's for members only. So you got to be a member. So if I were you, I would join right now. We're going to do a members only giveaway. Mug, shirt, and hat of the new I Love Trump line. Okay, let's get down to business. So I'm going to read first what Bill Ackman says. Again, this is the best case I've ever seen for supporting Trump and not voting for Kamala, cackling Kamala. Okay, so this is him right here. I'm just going to read this and then we're going to go through the reasons. Buckle up. This is going to be absolutely amazing. A number of my good friends, this is Bill Ackman, he posted this on X. A number of my good friends and family have been surprised about my decision to support Donald Trump for president. They have been surprised because my political giving history has been, this is important, mostly to Democrats. My voting registration has typically been Democrat. In New York, you must be registered to the party in order to vote in the primary. In New York, you must be registered, and usually the Republican candidate has no chance to win. And many of our philanthropic initiatives have supported issues that are consistent with Democratic priorities. So, Bill Ackman, successful CEO of Pershing Capital. I don't know. He might be retired by now. I don't even know. He's gone on many, many shows. He's been an advisor, a consultant, angel investor. I mean, one of the biggest names in business. Okay, he's not Mark Cuban, who has now essentially turned into Rachel Maddow. Lifelong Democrat. He's voted his entire life blue. He has now endorsed Donald Trump, and here's why. All of the above said, I have always considered myself to be a centrist, which is how I feel. I'm more of a constitutional centrist. I'm not right or left. I've voted Democrat. I've voted Republican. I vote for the best candidate. And I have voted for the candidate and supported the issues and policies that I believe are in the best interest of the country. If you can relate to that, let me know in the comments. Some have accused me of supporting Trump because doing so will somehow benefit me financially. They said the same thing about Musk too. Which Musk is the richest guy in the world. He's worth almost $1 trillion. If you've got $1 trillion, your motivation and incentive for doing things for money are completely eviscerated. They are gone. You don't have any more motivation. I mean, even if you've got a net worth of 100 million, you're set for life. This guy has 100 billion. Think about that. 100 billion. Hello. Fortunately, I do not need any financial benefits because he's a billionaire, as I and my family have well more than we need. I have also committed to give away the substantial majority of my resources at or by the time I am no longer. So I don't consider personal financial benefits in the determination of whom I support for office. Some have suggested that I'm supporting Trump because I'm seeking position in his administration. To be clear, I haven't been offered one, and I wouldn't take a job in the administration. I love my job, and it is the wrong time in my life to work in an administration. I will, however, do everything else I can to help the president succeed in helping our country and its citizens. All the above said, I am an investor who manages funds that own some of the best, principally American, businesses in the world. In a better governed and managed America, these businesses will do better and increase in value faster. One might therefore argue that being long America is somehow a conflict. So I thought to disclose this potential conflict here. Some of my friends and family who support Kamala Harris are okay with my supporting Trump, but don't want me to attempt to convince others to support him. Because I strongly believe that a Trump administration will be better for the country. Amen to that. If you say amen to that, let me know. And the world than a Harris administration. I think it is important to share my thinking to the extent it helps others come to the right conclusion. As a business communications professor, as a writing professor, I think I got my very, very first start back in 2007 as an English composition instructor. That was my very, very first class, was English composition. This is very well written. Obviously, it shows that he writes a lot. 3 months ago, so you get an A, Bill Ackman, for your writing acumen. 3 months ago, when I endorsed Trump on the day of the first assassination attempt, I promised to share my thinking about why I came to this conclusion in a future, more detailed post. I intend to do so in possibly more than one post, with the first, this one, explaining the actions and policies of the Biden-Harris administration and Democratic Party that were the catalyst for my losing total confidence. This is a big statement from a highly influential individual in the American culture, not only just in I don't know, for lack of a better word, media/pop culture, but in the business world, internationally and nationally. That's a really, really big thing to say right there. To be clear, my decision to vote for Trump is not an endorsement of everything he has done or will do, because he is an imperfect man. Who isn't? You think I'm perfect? I know. I hate to break it to you because I know most of you guys think this. Your boy Nez is not perfect. I know it's shattering your dreams. It's shattering your perception. I know what all of you were thinking. This guy right here, Professor Nez, quite frankly, probably is the most perfect human being that ever existed. I think he's perfect. I watch him every day, Professor Nez, and you should too. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, Unlike a marriage or a business partnership, where there are effectively unlimited alternatives, in this election, we only have two viable choices. Well stated. Of the two, I believe that Trump is by far the superior candidate, despite his flaws and mistakes he has made in the past. As always, I welcome your feedback on how I could be wrong and how the below actions and policies I outlined below might actually have been good for America. I have always believed that the best way to get to the truth is to hear the best arguments on all sides of an issue. While the 33 actions I describe below are those of the Democratic Party of the Biden-Harris administration, they are also the actions and policies that, unfortunately, our most aggressive adversaries would likely implement if they wanted to destroy America from within and have the ability to take control of our leadership. So here we go. These are the 33, as Bill Ackman states right here. Promise you, you're going to absolutely be. Well, I don't want to say anything. I want you to actually comment, and I'll be bringing up some comments on the screen. We'll talk about each one as detailed as we possibly can, but I can't wait to hear your thoughts and reaction to this. Number one, again, remember, keep in mind, lifelong Democrat. He's voted blue his entire life. One, open the borders to millions of immigrants. These are the 33 reasons why he's voting for Trump. Open the borders to millions of immigrants who were not screened for their risk to the country, dumping them into communities where the new immigrants overwhelm existing communities and the infrastructure to support the new entrants at the expense of the historic residents. Okay, so remember this, because this is the one that Kamala went on Bret Baier. Kamala has denied. She said it's because of a bill. Now, I got a lot of flack from this when I was, essentially I went live while that Bret Baier interview was taking place. And I was screaming and shouting. I just couldn't help myself. I'm not going to apologize. I'm not proud of that. I'll be honest. But I feel it was warranted, and I feel it was justified. A lot of people were saying, I'm going to a different channel. I'm going to go watch somebody else. That's fine. You have that right. That's what's beautiful about living in a free society. You have the choice. You have the liberty. You have the freedom. Millions of Americans died and sacrificed for those freedoms, and I don't take them for granted. Neither should you. You don't like the way I do things? Hasta la pasta. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I wish you nothing but the best. She denied it to Bret Baier. You don't need a bill. Everybody was saying, yes, you do. You need a bill. No, you don't. They rescinded 93, count them, not 5, not 4, not 15, not 20, not even 50. They rescinded on day one in 2021, day one of Vegetable-in-Chief Biden's very first day of office. Kamala Harris was there every single day. I met with him every single day, and he's as sharp as a tack. Now they want to attack Trump. He's exhausted. He's exhausted. He looks tired. Is he fit for office? You think I'm going to trust you on how to assess somebody's fitness for office after what you pulled, after you letting this vegetable take over? That's like me going up to a heart surgeon saying, move over, I'll take over. Do you have any experience? No. Have you been to medical school? No. Have you ever performed a surgery? No. Do you have an online degree? No. What the hell are you talking about? You don't need a bill. And Biden proved that. Trump proved that before Biden. You don't need a bill. And by the way, for all of you who were brainwashed by Rachel Maddow and MSNBC and Joyless Reed, It wasn't a border bill. It was a Ukraine bill. And the parties that were interested made it very, very clear. They made it very, very clear. We are not going to sign off on this bill. The elected representatives who actually care about our country made it very, very clear because they speak for their constituents and they actually represent the people. We are not signing off on this bill because you are allocating disproportionately billions, tens of billions of dollars to Ukraine and giving a pittance, breadcrumbs, to the border. And if you don't believe me, how about this? Let me show you this. Why do you think that the Border Patrol Union officially endorsed Donald Trump and not the cackler in chief, Kamala? Why do you think that? Why do you think they endorsed Trump? Was it because of a bill? Oh my God. It's because of the bill. Donald Trump should have, he told that he was not even in office. He's not even in Congress. What are you talking about? You're nuts. You're literally nuts. Why? Somebody answer that question for me. Why did the Border Patrol, the people who are actually on the front line, the people who are actually there at the border every single day, why did they endorse Donald Trump and denounce with, considerable energy and, seriously denounced Kamala Harris? I almost used a bad word there, but they were vehemently opposed to Kamala Harris, like with a vengeance, because, and there was a video that came out that Tucker released. I don't know if you guys saw this. There was a video that came out that Tucker released where Border Patrol agents there was a Border Patrol agent crying. Good to see you, Robert Winsman, in the house. A Border Patrol member was crying because, hey, Howie, good to see you. Because they know what they see every single day. They know what they see every single day, and it's killing them. Shame on you, Kamala Harris. Shame on you, Tombstone Biden. Laken Riley, Jocelyn Ungary are just a few of the thousands of Americans whose lives have come at the expense of the most egregious, foul, gross, negligent policies in the history of our country, my fellow Americans. That's number one. Holy mackerel, it's so bad. Number two, introduce economic policies and massively increase spending without regard to their impact on inflation and the consequences for low-income Americans and the increase in our deficit and national debt. Over $32 trillion now, our national deficit. What kind of message does it send? Look, if I was 22, 25, 36, I know some people who are my age. As a matter of fact, I still have student loans that I'm paying off. And I graduated 15 years ago from my master's. Yeah, it sounds great on paper. It sounds great, in a byline or in a video that goes viral. Yeah, we're gonna alleviate and take care of all your loans, kids. We're going to pay off all your student loans. Your student loans are going to become extinct at the drop of a hat. They don't understand at what cost and who pays for that. What kind of message does it send to young people that you can be fiscally irresponsible? And it is without a shadow of a doubt true that inflation is not caused by consumer spending or consumer lack thereof or consumer debt. It is caused by overspending of the government. How many hundreds of billions of dollars have we sent to fund forever wars? The Middle East is in absolute bedlam. We haven't seen the temperature this hot in the Middle East, literally bombs falling on Israel, literally innocent women, men, children dying in Gaza, dying everywhere. We haven't seen this since World War II. We haven't seen this in almost 100 years. And why? Because we have a vegetable, I think, who's the president of the United States. I don't even know if he's the president. I don't even know if he knows he's the president. I honestly don't. Maybe it's Blinken. Is Blinken? And we keep spending. Alleviate student loans, hundreds of billions of dollars. And now I just heard the other day, Biden's in talks with Zelensky of allocating $4 billion a month for God knows how long over a 10-year period to Ukraine. Not only to support them during this travesty of a war, but to support their rebuild efforts, infrastructure and otherwise, for the next 10, 20 years. Can you imagine that? And the people of North Carolina still don't have power. There's still people missing. Homes, infrastructure, everything. It's utter dystopian devastation. And they get what? What do they get? Breadcrumbs. My fellow Americans, we're 17, 16, God knows how many, 15 days away. It's close, just a few weeks from this election. Do you still want to support an America Last agenda? It's been America Last for 12 of the last 16 years. Obama, the divider in chief, really set it all off. He's the one who set it all off. I don't know about you, but 4 years ago when Trump was president, I was doing fantastic. I could afford gas. I could afford groceries. I could afford the bare necessities. My mortgage rate was under 3%. Poor young people right now can't afford anything. So that's number two. Number three, let me know what you think of these two in the comments. I can't wait to hear your comments. Alaskan Lion says it's worse than 1776. You might not be wrong. Labs Evidence says I can't afford another 4 years. Yep. It's Schisms. I love the way you said this. Schisms just said, it's insane how little the media is reporting on North Carolina. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. I love the way you said that. I really do love the way you said that. Dawn says, my middle daughter and I live together with her 2 children to help save money so we can afford to buy groceries and pay our bills, thanks to Biden and Harris. America Last. And now she wants to give transgender surgeries to illegal migrant criminals that are in custody. She wants to give them for... Who's going to pay for that? You vermin? Who's going to pay for that? We are, the American citizens. It's got to stop, folks. We have American veterans, people who sacrificed for our country, who are homeless. And you want to give free homes? Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, which Trump commented on in the Alfred Smith dinner. Eric Adams wants to give free complexes. Never mind the complexes that are being taken over by the Venezuelan gangs. America, when is this going to stop? Withdraw from Afghanistan. Thank you for your comments. I can't wait to read all of them. Abandoning our local partners and the civilians who worked alongside us in an unprepared overnight withdrawal that led to American casualties and destroyed the lives of Afghan women and girls for generations, against the strong advice of our military leadership, and thereafter not showing appropriate respect for their loss at a memorial ceremony in their honor. This is a lifelong Democrat, folks. A lifelong Democrats. You are witnessing an awakening in real time. And as somebody who absolutely loves our country, I bleed red, white, and blue. I've got red, white, and blue coursing through my veins in a red, white, and blue locomotive coming through my chest. Our forefathers, our great thinkers, our philosophers, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Walt Whitman, Thomas Jefferson, and so many others. Self-reliance, critical thinking. As somebody who, as Aristotle once said 2,000 years ago, your number one power is your ability to critically think. They can't take that away from you. It is beautiful to see this. It is absolutely beautiful to see this. Speaking of Afghan, I want to also share this from General Mike Flynn, who is a lifelong Democrat. who commented on this post. He actually commented on this post. Let me just share this real fast. Bill, I'm a former Democrat, now a registered Republican, but my views haven't changed. The Democrat Party changed significantly, lost me almost a decade ago for a number of reasons. I found what your massive outlines are a very clear set of ideas and policies. General Mike Flynn, a lifelong Democrat. It's a beautiful thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to see. Number 4, introduced thousands of new and unnecessary regulations in light of the existing regulatory regime that interfere with our businesses' ability to compete, restraining the development of desperately needed housing, infrastructure, and energy production with the associated inflationary effects. Why did we prosper under 4 years of Trump? Because he actually understands how the real world works. While you have academics, and I know this from firsthand account, firsthand witness, while you have academics who've learned everything out of reading a book, poisoning their brains with Marxist, Leninist, communistic, socialist ideologies, and then bestowing that poison upon our young generations who have now come out. They have no real world applicable skills. They can't get a job. They can't hack a 40-hour work week. They can't even stand the idea of working an 8-hour day without whining and bitching about it on TikTok. These are the people who are going to take care of us when we're old and gray and sick and need assistance. This is the generation coming up. I've said this so many times. DEI kills. It is the most infectious contagion, the worst cancer we've ever seen in our society, period. Ebola has nothing on DEI. COVID has nothing on DEI. It's an invisible psyop. It's not tangible like what you see with the Afghan withdrawal, what you see at the border, what you see in Israel and Hezbollah and Hamas and so many others, the Houthis, Iran. That is tangible. DEI is intangible. It's a psychological disorder, a parasitic idea, which is a rebuke to American ideals, values, and principles, namely meritocracy. They want to base everything on an arbitrary characteristic, like the pigment of your skin. What happened to merit? I've been running businesses for 30 years. I've never, ever hired somebody based on their gender, their sexual orientation, the color of their skin, their race, their ethnicity, their religious orientation. Not once. I look at somebody, I talk to them, and I ask a simple question. How can you solve my problem? How are you going to be an asset to me? Period. That's what I do. And then I hire them. And if they turn out to not be that, hasta la pasta, I fire them. Why has nobody from the Secret Service been fired? Why has not one member of Joe Biden's cabinet administration been fired? Not one. Not one. Think about that. Not one person. Maybe, just maybe, it's all an orchestration, planned and strategic. Think about that. Oh, Trump fired he fired 100 people because they sucked. They weren't good at their job. Why would you keep somebody on? I fired hundreds of people. Why would you keep somebody on who's a leech, who doesn't do their job? I mean, it makes no sense. Who's with me on that? Let me know in the comments. You have people in charge, especially Kamala. Kamala hasn't worked a real job in her life. She even lied about working at McDonald's, for the love of God. Number 5, modify the bail system so that violent criminals are released without bail. And I think it kind of relates to number 6, which is destroy our street retailers and communities and promote lawlessness by making shoplifting, except above large thresholds, no longer a criminal offense. Now we're getting to something that I know really a lot about from personal, firsthand experience, being a resident of my beautiful, great state of California and watching it sadly, depressingly. I know Robert Winsman's in the state of California. The demise, the destruction, the crumbling of our great state is a tragedy beyond words. Kamala Harris was the district attorney of San Francisco. San Francisco is literally a dystopia right now. I dare you to walk down the streets of San Francisco right now and think that you're going to be safe. Look what happened to San Francisco 49er who got shot in the chest merely because he said, "No, you're not going to take my watch." And that's just one of countless other examples. Prop 36, which I hope everybody voted on if you live in California. This ridiculous, preposterous threshold that has put small businesses, retailers at such a high risk. You can steal up to $1,000 and you'll be just dandy. Walk into a CVS right now in California, especially Los Angeles and San Francisco. I dare you to find one item that you don't need to call the clerk to get help on. Because why? Everything is locked up. Where are we living, my fellow Americans? Where are we? Is this America? I want to live in the America I grew up in, the America that made sense. What is this garbage? This is insanity. I can't even get toothpaste without being like, yo, excuse me, sir, some 13-year-old has to come and unlock it? What are we doing, my fellow Americans? You want more of this? You actually want to vote for 4 more years of this garbage? You want to give the worst political figure to ever make it to a political stage, who is a complete DEI hire, which is, by the way, Biden's own admission. Go to the website. He says, I got Kamala. I picked Kamala because I believe in DEI. She's not qualified. You know what DEI stands for? Somebody let me know in the comments. Didn't earn it. You cannot even go into a CVS, a Rite Aid, a grocery store now. Everything's locked up. What kind of world are we living in? They want to defund the police. They have all of these DAs like George Gaslight Gascon and Alvin Do Nothing Bragg, to just name a few. Look at what's happening in Chicago. Look at what's happening in Portland. Portland is anarchy. Portland is like literally it's a Bolshevik tribe that has taken over Portland. I can't take my kid down the street to the park, to a museum, God forbid. I can't take him anywhere without feeling unsafe. Is this what you want? How is that possible? Again, a lifelong Democrat. Number 7, limit or attempt to limit or ban fracking and LNG so that U.S. energy costs increase substantially and the U.S. loses its energy independence. Drill, baby, drill. To quote our great president, number 45, soon to be number 47, you got to go out and vote. Drag everybody you know, your sisters, grandmothers, cousins, boyfriends, mechanics, dogs, psychiatrists. You got to drag everybody by the collar and drag them down to the ballot box. As a matter of fact, early voting has already started in the majority of the U.S. I voted 2 weeks ago. Please vote. Please vote early. I don't know about you, but my gas prices, my energy prices, my utilities bills have all skyrocketed. Our foreign dependence on energy is ridiculous. When we're sitting atop, as our great President Trump says, we're sitting atop liquid gold. And by the way, she flip-flopped on fracking as well. Number 8, promote DEI ideologies. This is Bill Ackman, a lifelong Democrat, saying this. Promote DEI ideologies that award jobs, awards, and university admissions on the basis of race, sexual identity, and gender criteria, and teach our students and citizens that the world can only be understood as an unfair battle between oppressors and the oppressed, where the oppressors are only successful due to structural racism or a rigged system, and the oppressed are simply victims of an unfair system and world. I couldn't have said it any better myself. What happened to meritocracy? What happened to hiring the best person for the job? What happened to the American ideal and value that the best idea wins, irregardless of how you look, what you believe? That's the Constitution. That's America. That's what our founding fathers embedded in the fabric of our country, in the greatest document ever composed, the Constitution of the United States of America. The greatest system of government in the history of mankind. Checks, balances, a bicameral legislature, separation of powers, a Bill of Rights, the Articles of Confederation, civil liberties and freedoms that no other country can enjoy like they do here. Why do you think everybody's pouring into our country and nobody's pouring into Cuba? Nobody's pouring into South Africa. Nobody's pouring into, the Philippines or Russia. They're pouring into here because this is the promised land. A lot of people think, and I think Bill Ackman suggests this as well, a lot of people think, man, you guys are against immigrants. No, we're not. My parents were immigrants. How dare you say that? But they earned it legally. They earned it. They worked their asses off. They got their PhD. They contributed to society. They love America. My brother and I were born and raised and made in the greatest country on earth, America. They earn their citizenship. It's an insult what they're doing right now, letting in all these people. It's an insult to the people who have earned their keep on their own volition rather than these ridiculous DEI aspects. It's an insult to people of color. It's an insult to marginalized people. It's an insult to minorities who have earned it the right way, the hard way. Hard work always wins. What are you teaching our children? You're teaching our children, especially with critical race theory and all these transgender woke ideologies infecting our schools. Men can play in girls' sports. Men can box women now. Men can literally engage in physical abuse and get a gold medal for it, which thank God they overturned that. Although I didn't need a test. I didn't need any genetic test or any kind of test at all, blood test, whatever, to tell that he was definitely a man. I didn't need a test. Did you? That's number 8. I love it. Number 9, educate our elementary children that gender is fluid, something to be chosen by a child, and promote hormone blockers and gender reassignment surgeries to our youth without regard to the long-term consequences. Those of you who've been on our channel for a long time, how many times have I been saying this? How long have I been saying this exact thing? This is just common sense. Look, there's nothing special about Nez. There's nothing special about Bill Ackman. This is just practical common sense. You just look at a situation, think about it, and go, wow, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let's put the brakes on here. Why are we rushing into this? Why are we not understanding? Let's just look at this critically and think and understand and debate and work through these ideas together, not separate, together, which is why I'm producing these videos every day. Together, I welcome all viewpoints. As long as they're not personal ad hominem, links, if you share links, it goes right to spam. I've got that automatic. Don't share links. This is about conversation, collaboration, talk, engage, debate, collaborate. Without understanding the long-term consequences to their mental and physical health, and allow biological boys and men to compete in girls' and women's sports, depriving girls and women of scholarships, awards, and other opportunities that they would have rightly earned otherwise. Amen, Bill Ackman. Number 10, encourage and celebrate massive protests and riots that lead to the burning and destruction of local retail and business establishments, while at the same time requiring schools to be shuttered because of the risk of COVID-19 spreading during large gatherings. The hypocrisy from the hypocrites and how they engaged in that and how they funded. I did a video on this, some of these college protests, especially on Columbia and in the East Coast, NYU and others, etc. You saw a lot of patterns. You saw that they were definitely well funded, well organized. These were not random sort of student protests that just suddenly arose. That these were highly organized, highly orchestrated, and well funded. They all had these very high end tents that all came from the same exact, manufacturer, color, texture, etc. My fellow Americans, this party cares nothing about America. In all honesty, I doubted Trump when he said this at times long ago. I don't doubt it anymore when he says, "I think they hate our country." I don't know how else you can describe it. I think they hate our country. I really do. Prove me wrong. Number 11, encourage and celebrate anti-American and anti-Israel protests and flag burning on campuses around the country with no consequences for the protesters who violate laws or university codes and policies. You want 4 more years of that? They decimated American monuments. They just recently tagged and spray painted Abraham Lincoln on a college campus. Number 12, allow anti-Semitism to explode with no serious efforts from the administration to quell this hatred. They didn't care. They don't care at all. They don't want to lose the Hamas vote of the young people. They think that actually by encouraging and facilitating this anti-Semitism, because they only care about one thing, votes. That's all they care about. They don't care about anything else. They only care about one thing. Thank you so much, YouTube user. Thank you, Nez. God bless you. God bless you. You want 4 more years of this? Raindrop from Texas says, legal immigrant, now citizen of the best country in the world. Congratulations. Yep, Robbie Reeder, it's fantastic. Good to see you. Those men and women's sports need their... Take it off. Exactly. Exactly. Washington for Trump. Thank you, Ike's girl. Or if I'm saying that right, I hope I am. Madeline Carther says, Washington State for America and our President Trump. I love it. Number 13. Mandate vaccines that have not been adequately tested, nor have their risks been properly considered compared with the potential benefits, adjusted for the age and health of the individual, censoring the contrary advice of top scientists around the world. Remember, I think it was over 150 or even more than that, maybe even in the I really don't remember. Medical practitioners, experienced virologists, experienced infectious disease doctors who were, incredibly opposed, defiantly opposed to the way that Fauci, the way that Biden and Harris handled the pandemic after Trump left. It was egregious, most egregious. And then they now have just come out recently. I was a little bit taken aback by Senator Rand Paul's, hardcore going after Fauci. I was like, whoa, dude, take it easy. Maybe you want to take it easy a little bit. But now, after everything that's come out, he was 100% right. Senator Rand Paul was 100% right about Fauci and the way that they all handled this. And a lifelong Democrat, Bill Ackman, agrees. This is a big one. Number 14, shut down free speech. These are 33 reasons that he is supporting Trump and voting against Kamala. Kamala, you gotta vote against Kamala. She's bad boogie. She's a bad candidate. She's phony. She's going to destroy our country. Listen to Professor Nez, because quite frankly, probably he's the best. He does his own research, his own qualitative and quantitative. I love the guy. He's a good guy. I love him. Watch Professor Nez. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. shut down free speech in media and on social media platforms that are inconsistent with government policies and objectives. If you don't remember this, the Twitter files that came out 2022, when Musk actually bought Twitter, which I think Musk is an American hero. I think he's the modern day Leonardo da Vinci. I think that he actually spent $44 billion so that we could have free speech. And I give him massive, massive kudos for that. And so I think that was really, really terrific. And it showed how much censorship was actually going on. It showed how badly Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even probably Google, definitely for sure Google, how they engaged in censoring. And Kamala supports that. And Kamala actually is mad. So is Biden. So is Cuban and all these ridiculous momos, Bill Maher and Smokin' Joe, Scarborough and David Hogg. They're all opposed to Twitter. Now it's called X. By the way, follow me on X. You got to follow. So one of my mods, share a link to my X account. I'm Professor Nez everywhere. Follow me on X because I post a lot there. It is the last bastion of free speech in the online ecosystem. Number 15, use the U.S. state and local legal systems to attack and attempt to jail, take off the campaign trail, and or massively fine candidates for presidency without regard to the merits or precedential issues of the case. So this is a big one right here. This is essentially what this is right here is the weaponization of the DOJ. And we saw that in the Letitia Big Shame James case, who recently clapped for Trump at the Alfred E. Smith dinner, which I thought was weird. And also regarding the hush money trial, which was a total sham. And now everybody's so happy. The radical left is so happy to call him a convicted felon when we all know that Judge Fake Don Juan Merchan and Alvin Do Nothing Bragg, it was a complete sham. Ask every legal expert, every legal specialist, even law professor, he's a Democrat, one of the most highly regarded lawyers and attorneys in America, Alan Dershowitz said, I've never in 60 years of practicing law seen such a miscarriage of justice. He's a Democrat, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Americans. A Democrat said that. Number 16, seek to defund the police. This is awful. You can't have law and order and have a society. You can't have a lack of, law and order. Number 16, seek to defund the police and promote anti-police rhetoric, causing a loss of confidence in those who are charged with protecting us. If you're somebody who is a man or woman in blue, I support you 100%. One of the biggest law unions and police unions recently endorsed Trump. You cannot have a society without law and order. And these guys risk their lives every single day so you and I will be safe. Are there bad cookies in the batch? Just like in every industry, in every vertical, in every department of life, there's always a few bad, but they're far few in between. I truly, truly 100% support our boys in blue because 99% of them are fantastic and they risk their lives every single day. We should refund the police, not defund them. And lifelong Democrat Bill Ackman agrees. Number 17, use government funds to subsidize auto companies and internet providers with vastly more expensive, dated, and or lower quality technology when greatly superior and cheaper alternatives are available from companies that are owned and or managed by individuals not favored by the current administration. So a misuse of expenditures, a misuse of strategy, a misuse of application, that's number 17. Government is just bad boogie all around. I hearken back to what Reagan said, in that famous video on the last debate against Carter. He said, ask yourself if you were better off 4 years ago. Ask yourself, we have a $32+ trillion deficit. It's out of control. Government spending, I mean, it's just unbelievable how the misuse, the gross negligence of our American government. It's just out of control. Number 18, mandate legislation and otherwise government solutions to problems when the private sector can do a vastly better, faster, and cheaper job. The free market, the free enterprise. That's how America gets better. Let the market be the market. Just get out of the way. The government's only job is to manage municipalities, the army, the armed forces, and enforce regulations that are mild, not overbearing, to help temper, but not control the market. Number 19. Whoops, I got the wrong one there. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Seek to ban gas-powered cars and stoves without regard to the economic and practical consequences of doing it. Just because it sounds good. We're going to ban all gas-powered vehicles, even though lithium batteries and electric vehicles actually expend more of our carbon footprint environmentally than gas. You want to get rid of your Ford F-150? You're not getting rid of my SUV. Screw you. I want my gas-powered car. And you have no idea what kind of economic and practical consequences. This is from a lifelong Democrat. I 100%, this one really burns me up because, again, they think they know. They think they understand. Oh, it just sounds good. They just do things that sound good. They just say things that sound good. Yeah, it might sound good to alleviate student loans. It might sound good to, this is what we're going to do. We're going to ban all gas-powered vehicles. Doesn't that sound good? It sounds good. Meanwhile, you've got people like George Clooney. You've got people like Taylor Swift who are flying around in their gas-powered private jets, causing more pollution. Leonardo DiCaprio causing more pollution per square inch than like millions of gas-powered vehicles. How about your ridiculous travels to Ukraine on Air Force One? How much environmental damage has that done? I would love for a calculation on that. Again, lifelong Democrat. Number 20, take no serious actions when 45 American citizens are killed by terrorists and 12 are taken hostages. So he's talking about October 7th and the fact that Americans were killed, the fact that how many hostages were taken right out of a music festival. I mean, invaded. It's like everybody's worst nightmare. And there's still hostages that have, by the way, when was the last time that you heard Kamala Harris or Joseph R. Biden talk about the hostages? When's the last time they gave a press conference to inform the American public what's the whereabouts, what's the plan, what's the strategy for getting American hostages and Israeli hostages out? Have you heard a press conference? Because I haven't. Have you heard him do a live anything? Address to the nation? Anything? No, I haven't. The only address to the nation he gave was, I've been ousted and Kamala's taking over. That's the last one I remember. How about you? Let me know in the comments. This administration and Kamala are a travesty. Again, lifelong Democrat. Number 21, hold back armaments and weapons from our most important ally in the Middle East in the midst of their hostage negotiations, hostages who include American citizens who have now been held for more than 1 year. And not just to kind of add to that, and also aiding and abetting in the worst upheaval the Middle East has seen in almost 100 years since World War II. Number 22, eliminates sanctions on one of our most dangerous enemies, enabling them to generate 150 billion plus of cash reserves from oil sales, which they can then use to fund terrorist proxy organizations who attack us and our allies. Exchange 5 American hostages held by Iran for 5 Iranians plus $6 billion of cash in the worst hostage negotiation in history, setting a disastrous and dangerous precedent. This one's a really Unbelievable. You want Kamala to negotiate with the Ayatollahs? You want Kamala to negotiate with Kim Jong un, with President Xi of China, with Vladimir Putin from Russia? This is a fierce, tough, very, very cutthroat and ruthless world we're living in right now. Maybe the most dangerous era geopolitically we've had in a century or so. And you want cackling, phony, I can't even handle a single interview that's real, crying to everybody about Brett Baer when, that was literally her only interview that was actually, demonstrated that she was, approached with real questions. And she cried like a baby. She cried to CNN. She cried to her inner rallies. She cries to her advisors. There's now a lot of things that are coming out online behind the scenes that her camp is livid that they allowed her to go on. And Obama and Biden, if you saw the lip reading, I did a video on that. They're obviously admitting that she's in a lot of trouble. And that Fox interview didn't help. You want her negotiating with these unbelievably fierce foes and enemies and adversaries? Are you kidding me? It's literally like flushing the United States down the toilet, folks. Number 23. It's getting good. By the way, remember, stick around because I'm going to be giving away some shirts, some mugs, some hats. If you're not a member, now would be an amazing time. I'm doing a members only giveaway of our new design, I Love Trump. I can't wait to do that. So stick around for that. We're almost there. Number 23, remove known terrorist organizations from the terror list so we can provide aid to their people and allow them to shoot rockets at U.S. assets and military bases with little, if any, military response from us. Remember, don't. Mr. Biden, do you have anything to say to Iran right now, live on the air? And if they're going to attack Israel and attack our allies, what would you say to them? Don't. How effective was that? They not only attacked once, they attacked twice. And the second time, they hit a lot more targets and innocent victims, American citizens amongst them. Shame on you, Biden. Shame on you. Number 24. Lie to the American people. This one's a big one. I mean, I'm going to highlight this whole one. This one is the one that, again, if you've been watching us and listening to us for a while, you know that I've mentioned this more than a couple of times. Lie to the American people about the cognitive health of the president and accuse those who provide video evidence of his decline of sharing doctored videos and being right-wing conspirators. That's their only response. When you expose them for the vile hypocrites that they are, what do? They slur and hurl defamations at you. Oh, you're a right-wing nut job. Oh, you're just drinking the Kool-Aid. Oh, you're just a part of a cult. Oh, you just want a sexual... It's just all BS. It's all BS. Amongst these 33 egregious dereliction of duties that Kamala Harris has engaged in, the biggest one is this one. I want everybody to listen to me really, really carefully. This is the big one right here. Look at me. She said her own words that she was around Joe Biden for 4 straight years, every single day. She said, I was with him in the Situation Room. I'm with him when he's making big decisions. He's sharp as a tack. He is smart. He's intelligent. He's quick. Lying to the American public, telling us not to believe our own eyes. Just like what Orwell said would be their last and final resolution in his great novel, 1984. This guy has made consequential decisions that affect hundreds of millions, if not billions of people. And instead of alerting the American public, you know what she did? She sat back and lied and waited with bated breath for her opportunity, like some vulture, like some parasite, for her chance to take over. And it happened. It's up to us, my fellow Americans, on November 5th to stamp out this blemish from the history books once and for all. She needs to be thrown into the garbage of history, and we have a chance to do that on November 5th. Travesty. That, I think, is the worst violation, the worst transgression out of all of them. Number 25. Do nothing about the deteriorating health of our citizens. Make America healthy again. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., driven by the food industrial complex, the fraudulent USDA food pyramid, and the inclusion of ingredients in our food that are banned by other countries around the world, which are more protective of their citizens. 100%. We have the highest rate of obesity amongst young kids. Diabetes, cancer has increased significantly. People falling down, literally unaliving in front of our eyes. These are young people who are seemingly healthy. I'm not going to tell you why, but I think we know why. Myocarditis, which Fauci now admits is a real symptom and side effect of the jab. Holy macadamia nut. Number 26. Do nothing about the proliferation of new vaccines that are not properly analyzed for their risk versus the potential benefit for healthy children who are mandated to receive them. We need to overhaul, a complete overhaul. Hopefully Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I think Trump has already said we're going to gut the government. We're going to make it more efficient, streamline everything. We're going to absolutely overhaul the FDA. It's been a long time coming. Number 27, do nothing about the continued exemption from liability for the pharma industry that has led to a proliferation of mandatory vaccines for children without considering the potential cumulative effects of the now mandated 72 shot regime. My kids got them all. My kids are now 11 and 13. And when they were babies, they got all of it. I got to be honest with you. I was like gung-ho saying, yes, they need to get all these vaccines. But I have to say there were moments. Now that I think back about it, now that I've done the research, both qualitative and quantitative, and my own due diligence, I can say, and I say this with hesitation, with emotion, there were moments where I was like, man, do they really need all these? I even remember telling my wife, I go, honey, do you actually think that they need all of these? I mean, this is a lot. We acquiesced, much to my regret. Is it even necessary? I mean, can we not ask these questions? I'm not saying it's not. Can we at least ask questions? That's all I'm saying. And I think that's all that RFK Jr. and what Bill Ackman here is saying. Let me know what you think in the comments. Number 28. Convince our minority youth that they are victims of a rigged system and that the American dream is not available to them. They're not higher education learning institutions anymore, my fellow Americans. They are, quite frankly, unequivocally, 100% indoctrination camps. I know this firsthand above all else. Why? Because I've worked at the most prestigious universities on planet Earth. I don't just call myself professor for kicks and giggles. I actually worked in these indoctrination camps, and I got fired from multiple, although ultimately I quit, but I got fired from multiple universities for going against the grain and saying, I'm not going to teach them this crap. I'm going to teach them real world applications so they can actually get a job, take care of themselves, take care of them family. I'm going to teach them not what to think, but how to think. That's the key. You don't just force feed them things that you want them to know. Marxist, Leninist ideologies, woke ideologies. Teach them how to think, not what to think. That's the key. Number 29. Fail to provide adequate secret. Oh, geez, this is a big one. Nobody's been fired yet. Fail to provide adequate Secret Service protection from alternative presidential candidates. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ronnie from Tennessee says, I'm so glad I'm homeschooled. Thank you so much, Robert. It's great to see you. Ronnie from Tennessee, higher education equals brainwashing institutions. Yes. 100%. Dina, it's good to see you. If you know who Del Bigtree is, he exposed that the mandated childhood vaccines were never safety tested. Thank you, Dina. It's great to see you. Grace Michelle, it's great to see you. Okay. I love it. Remember, now would be a good time to be a member. I'm giving away some shirts, some hats, some merch. Now would be a good time, coming up very soon. Number 30, litigate to prevent alternative candidates from getting on the ballot and take other anti-competitive steps, including threatening political consultants who wish to work for alternative candidates for the presidency, and limit the potential media access for other candidates by threatening the networks' future access to the administration and access to scoops if they platform an alternative candidate. The mainstream media is the most corrupt entity in America right now. Excuse me. And the fact that what they did to RFK Jr., how they not only wouldn't let him into the debate, they denied him debate access, but now when he endorsed Trump, they deny his ability to not be on the ballot. It is literally treason. It is literally election interference. That's number 30. Again, lifelong Democrats saying all of these. Number 31, select the Democratic nominee for president in a backroom process by undisclosed party leaders without allowing Americans to choose between candidates in an open primary. They executed a sitting coup on an American president. They threw and tossed Biden away like he was leftover ham cheese. I mean, the way that they did that, and they picked the most unpopular candidate of all time. Why? Because she's literally a puppet to Obama, literally a puppet to the puppet master. But she didn't earn a single vote, a single primary, a single delegation. She didn't earn her spot. She didn't earn her spot as VP. She was a DEI pick. Why not have an open primary? There was still time back in July. Why not have an open primary? Why not let Americans choose? They say, and Jim Gaffigan talked about this as he joked in the Alfred E. Smith dinner, they say that Trump is a threat to democracy, the same party that executed a coup and denied the Americans their rightful opportunity to choose a Democratic nominee for president, the highest office in the land, and he's a threat? Absolute garbage. Number 32, choose an inferior candidate for presidency. Whoa, Bill, you're pushing the envelope here. When other much more qualified candidates are available and interested to serve. Hard to argue with that when you've got DEI Kamala Harris as the nominee. He's 100% right about that. I promise you, if they would have put somebody else in there, maybe even, dare I say, Gavin Newsom, I think they would have had a better chance. Anybody. I mean, you could have put literally a corpse, which, I mean, we had a corpse in Biden. I think if Biden were back, I think Biden would have performed way. That's where that lip reading at that church during the Ethel Kennedy funeral service, the lip reader, denoted. I did a video on that. He thought the same thing. I would have done a lot better. And he was basically getting, he was trying to plead with the boss, Obama, trying to plead with the boss. Put me back in there, coach. I can do it. Put me back in there. 100% lifelong Democrat saying this. And then number 33, last but not least, litigate to make it illegal for states to require proof of citizenship. Holy mackerel. Voter ID and or residence in order to vote at a time when many Americans have lost confidence in the accuracy and trustworthiness of our voting system. Amen to that. Why is it, I ask you, liberals, I ask you, independents, I ask you, undecided voters, please make it make sense to me. Why is it that you need an ID for literally everything? You need an ID to enter a building, an apartment complex. You need an ID to register and check into a hotel. You need an ID to get a rental car. You need an ID when to drive. You need an ID to purchase alcoholic beverages. I mean, what is going on here? You need an ID for a million trivial things. And voting for the highest office in the land, who makes decisions that have consequences on everybody's life, doesn't require a voter ID. You vote against that? How does that make sense? Somebody make it make sense. This one's, I mean, all 33 are amazing. If you're just joining us, you got to rewind and watch the entire thing because, as I said, I think this is the best case. These 33 reasons are the best case for why you should vote for America as opposed to communism. There's two choices here, America or communism. Trump represents America. Kamala represents communism. Let me know in the comments down below, what did you think of these 33 reasons? I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of these 33 reasons that lifelong Democrat Bill Ackman suggested in his post on X that we just walked through every single one. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Stacy says they were excellent. Severo Flores, it's good to see you, says, I agree with all of RFK Jr.'s points as a former lifelong Democrat. God bless you. Kristen said they were great and thought out. Efo says, I get carded when I have a foot-long beard. It's good because I feel younger when I'm buying. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Good will prevail. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Yes, Robbie Reeder, vote. Vote yesterday. Vote now. Vote early. Vote like your life depends on it. Because guess what? It does. Thank you, Kim. Kim says thought-provoking. I agree. I agree. Okay. I want to give some shout outs and then we're going to do a members only live stream giveaway. If you're not a member, now would be the time. But if you're going to leave right now, which I understand, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. If you're an independent or undecided voter, let me know if this had any bearing. Did listening to a lifelong Democrat go through his 33 substantive reasons for why he's supporting Trump, not necessarily the person, but America and the policies that will invigorate and reinvigorate our great country? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. I want to give a big shout out to JB Jim Barron. Thank you so much, JB, for the gift of a Professor Nez membership. And I'm going to say this right now for all new members. Please heed this, listen to this. Not only do you automatically get registered for our live stream giveaways, I've given away thousands of dollars in not only merch, hats, shirts, but Amazon gift cards, cash, and other cash prizes. Not only you get automatically registered once you become a member, you also get a badge next to your name, special priority boost engagement, special responses, comments. You also get priority when live Q&A. You can ask a question for our guests. We've had amazing guests on our show. We got so many more coming. Not only do you get that, you also get access to our members-only Discord. There is a link on a community tab. Maybe Jim or Laura can share the link, or Robbie, share the link to our community tab. There is a post there for members only. Only members can see it. So if you're not a member, you're not going to see it, which has the link to the most thriving, engaging, awesome group, our members-only Discord. You have to join that group. It is phenomenal. And on top of all that, you're supporting a channel whose mission, whose sole purpose is to get our country back and share the truth that the corrupt media won't share with you. So welcome all new members. Thank you, JB. Carl Peterson, thank you to whomever gifted me a membership, and thank you for the $2 super chat. You rock, Carl. Welcome. Chuck Kreiner in the house. He's an awesome mod. Great to see you, Chuck. Love you, brother. Let's sis this, Nez. Thank you so much, Chuck, for the $9.99 super chat. You rock, brother. It's great to see you. Peter Ortiz, you changed your profile picture, Peter. I didn't recognize you. Gifted 5 Professor Nez memberships. Peter Ortiz, it is fantastic to see you. You get a huge applause because you're a legend. You're phenomenal, Peter. We absolutely love you, Peter. You are terrific. Thank you so much for that. JB with another. JB is the man. Everybody give a huge shout out to Jim Barron, who is not only an amazing moderator, an amazing gifting American patriot, smart, intelligent, but he works hard for us as a mod. Him and Laura, the 2 best mods in the business. And I've had other, channels with millions of subscribers have said, Nez, you got the best mods. And I agree, we do. Thank you so much, JB. You're amazing. Brian Hoffman, thank you so much for the $5 super sticker, Brian. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Stacy, for the $10 super sticker. Thank you, Stacy. You're amazing. Peter Ortiz, he's done it again. Look at this guy. This guy's just amazing. We're not worthy of you, Peter. You are so unbelievable, Peter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody in the comments give a huge shout out to Peter Ortiz. This man is a true blue, ever-loving patriot. Peter, thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. Grace Michele, good to see you. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. God bless you. I voted Trump Vance yesterday. Oh, it felt so good. It felt so good. Vote, vote, vote. Oh, Grace, as I was filling it in, the civic pride, the fact that I know my forefathers are looking down at us, the forefathers of our great republic are all with us. It's an amazing feeling. And I think it's a sacred feeling. I mean that both, literally and figuratively. It's a sacred duty. Why? Because there's so many countries that don't have that opportunity. And not to get emotional, but I feel it's a homage, and I'm honoring the many Americans who sacrificed this beautiful oath, liberty, opportunity, and freedom that we all as American citizens who are 18 and above have the right to execute. So, Grace, I love it. I love it so much, Grace. Thank you so much. It's always good to see you, Grace. Oren Goldstein, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Jewish vote can deliver Pennsylvania win to Trump. Vote MAGA. Kamala was asked multiple times, do you denounce the protesters, the Hamas terrorist protesters and the Hamas attacks? She wouldn't answer. Look at the presidents of the universities. Claudine Gay of Harvard. You had presidents of University of Pennsylvania, presidents of MIT, denying that, actually shouting on the hallways and byways of campus grounds, death to the Jews, is not misconduct. It's insanity. How could you? I agree with Trump. How could you be Jewish and not vote for Trump? It's insane to me how you could. I don't understand it. Maybe I'm missing something. Thank you so much, Oren. Deanna, formerly DLSWS, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. It's great to see you, Deanna. JB, not again. JB, you're amazing. JB, another gifted membership. Thank you so much, Jim Barron. You're just marvelous. You look marvelous. You're amazing, Jim. Thank you so much. Peter Ortiz, thank you for the $5 super chat. Here comes the legend, the myth, the man. Remember the victims of the open borders and the victims of the hurricane. The American people must come first. Absolutely. What we have right now is an agenda that embodies America last. It has to stop. We can stop it November 5th. Thank you, Peter. Joseph Maceri, or is it Maceri? Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I wish someone would ask Kamala if she can name one of the victims from all of these illegal crossings or one of the names of the soldiers that were killed in Afghanistan. 100% she can't. I'll just go ahead and save you the suspense. She can't. Why? Because she doesn't care. I've said this many, many times. There's a lot of things I'm bad at, okay? But when it comes to reading people, I'm the best of the best. There's nobody better than me. Maybe my wife. My wife's maybe better than me. She's a billion times more brilliant than I am. I can say without a shadow of doubt that this person, Kamala Harris, is empty. She has an empty shell, black hole for a soul. She doesn't care about anything. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about me. She doesn't care about Joe Biden, which is why they're fighting so much right now. She hates America. She now hates God. Did you hear what she said in this recent one of her rallies? Somebody shouted out, "Jesus is Lord," and she said, "You're at the wrong rally." She doesn't want Christians and Catholics at her rallies. So she's vile, reprehensible, the worst, a parasite, a pariah. Thank you, Joseph. Peter Ortiz, if DEI is a good thing, then explain it to me. Why the lefties get mad when you mention it? Exactly. If it's such a good thing, why do you get so upset when we call you a DEI hire? It's a beautiful point. Thank you, Peter, for the $5 super chat. You're amazing, Peter. Jesse Moore, thank you so much, Jesse. God bless you, sir, for the $1.99 super sticker. I appreciate you. Michelle Kincaid, thank you so much for the $2. Why is Bill just now bothered by these things? I think he's been bothered by it for a while, but he's now officially come out. And believe me, when you wield this kind of influence and you have this kind of an impact on not just thousands, but millions of others, he has a huge impact and influence, not just on the everyday culture, but in the business communities, international and otherwise. This is a big deal. Better late than never. And maybe now is the best time as we're this close to the election, given the principle of recency. Nez, what's the principle of recency? It's something I used to teach in my business communications course, especially speech, where people remember first what they heard last. So I always used to tell my students, make sure the end of your presentation, the end of your speech, you got to end with a bang. Because this is a psychological concept called the principle of recency. People remember first what they were told last. It's very, very important. I hope that helps, Michelle. Thank you, Jan Galbraith. Jan, welcome to being a new member. Hopefully you heard everything I said about that, all the amenities and all the beautiful things. And stick around because you're automatically registered for all our members-only live stream giveaways. I'm giving away some merch coming up, y'all. Welcome, Jan. I want to give a huge shout out now to Raindrop in Texas for being a member for 1 month. Congratulations. That is awesome. Congratulations, Raindrop. Illegals want to turn our country into the hellhole they came from. They don't bother assimilating, learning the land, understanding society and culture, especially the illegals, not the legal ones. JB, you're just a legend, man. Thank you, Jim. I mean, Jim's just been giving away memberships like they're hotcakes. You're amazing, Jim Barron. I love you, man. You are the best, brother. Nobody better. John Lies, thank you so much. John, it's good to see you. Thank you for gifting a membership. Grace, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Officer E, welcome. And especially if you serve, God bless you. And thank you for your service. Officer E is a brand new member. Fantastic. Patras, good to see you. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. It's great to see you. How can a vice president lie about working at McDonald's where kids go to play and tell rally goers they're at the wrong rally when told Jesus is Lord? Well said. Beautifully said. Beautifully constructed. Thank you. I 100% agree, and I can't understand it. It's vile, if you ask me. Thank you, Patrast. China baby, Lisa, it's great to see you. Thank you for gifting 10 new memberships. You're amazing, China baby. Love you. I hope you're doing fantastic. It's great to see you, China baby. Thank you. Lucid in the Matrix. I love that name and I love your profile pic. 199 super sticker. Thank you, Lucid in the Matrix. You're amazing. Officer E gave us a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Officer E. I'm a police officer in Massachusetts. No cash bail required. A lot of times the arrested is out on the streets before I even finish my report. This is unbelievable. I want to just say thank you, first of all, Officer E, for your amazing comment and report. And I apologize to you and all of our men and women in blue who have been so mistreated, poorly mistreated by this awful regime. Defund the police is almost as bad as an idea, maybe even worse than DEI. Thank you so much for your hard work. Thank you so much for your dedication. And I hope on November 5th we can turn everything around. Thank you, Officer E. Jill England gifted a Professor Nez membership. Thank you, Jill. That's very kind of you. That's amazing. Thank you, Jill England. Zetterstrom. I probably am saying that wrong. I apologize, but thank you, Jill. Thank you, Sarah Lilly, for gifting 5 Professor Nez memberships. You're amazing. Thank you, Sarah Lilly. You're awesome. Thank you so much. That is amazing. 3. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. 3. Thank you. Day after Kamala. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Kamala skipped the Al Smith event. Somebody at her pro-abortion rally yelled, yes. And she responded, you're at the wrong. Isn't that awful? So if you believe in God, if you're of a faith, you're not welcome in Kamala's regime, in Kamala's America. When faith and belief and worship and devotion to God has been an American tradition since before its inception. How dare you, Kamala? How dare you? That is just awful. Absolutely awful. Thank you so much, 3. Novi, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Check registration, Pennsylvania. Mine moms were inactive. Oh my goodness. Don't scare me. Please don't scare me. Thank you, Novi. Jill England Zetterstrom gifted another membership. Thank you, Jill. You're amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. In the end, God wins. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. Much love and respect from Houston. Right back at you. I love Texas. I love you guys. We need you big. We need Texas to be burning hot red. Thank you so much, In the End. I appreciate you. Peter Ortiz, the man, the myth, the legend. Give him a big round of applause. Peter Ortiz is just a living legend in the Nez Nation community. Peter, I love you, man. You're just fantastic. Amazing. Kristen White, thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you for your enthusiasm and research. I appreciate that, Kristen. It's not easy, but I don't complain. I want to work hard. I don't care what the polls say. I don't care if they say Trump is ahead by 100,000 points. I am of the mindset of the Mamba, Kobe Bryant. Job not finished. We need to work 100x harder. I know I am. I only hope you will join me. We got to get a country. We got to get our country back. Thank you, Kristen. R. Heath, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. You got a membership. It's great to have you here. Fantastic, R. Heath. Snow Eagle became a new member. Welcome, Snow Eagle. Hopefully you heard everything I said earlier. It's great to have you with us. Michelle Kincaid with the $2 super chat. Thanks for the explanation. Enjoying your channel. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, and God bless you. And I'm so happy that you're with us. I really hope to see you more on the channel. Thank you, Michelle. China Baby. Everybody give a round of applause for China Baby. My God. I'm going to do the Trump dance. How do you not love this guy? How do you not love this guy? Thank you, China Baby. You're amazing. China Baby, you are amazing. And then look who's right behind her, the legend. Peter Ortiz, I cannot say enough about Peter Ortiz. You are phenomenal, sir. I salute you. I appreciate you. I respect you. And I love you, sir. You're amazing. Peter Ortiz truly is an American patriot. It's great to have you here, Peter. As always, we love you, man. We all love you, Peter. Novi, thank you again for the $2 super chat. Candace found out she lied. Her grandma was, yes. I've been following that closely. I may need to do a video on it. Thank you, Novi. Joseph Macheri, thank you so much for another $9.99 super chat. Nez, quick question. Can you do live video interviews with us, blue collar workers? We are in the private sector and struggle every day. Maybe it goes viral. Great idea. Thank you, Joseph. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That girl Tiffany became a brand new member. Are you that girl? Hey, excuse me. Are you that girl Tiffany? It's nice to have you here, that girl Tiffany. Can I just call you Tiffany? It'll be a lot easier. Thank you so much, and congratulations on being a new member. Hopefully, you listened to everything that I said. And speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time. We are going to be engaging in the members-only Discord. So, what does that mean? If you're not a member, now would probably be a good time to become a member, because now we're going members only. Members only are allowed to participate, and I'm going to end the live stream on. Robert Littlejohn, thank you so much. Vote Trump and MAGA Republicans. Absolutely, Robert. We got a country to get. I'm going to end the stream on Facebook. So if you want to get a chance to win our brand new design I Love Trump shirt or mug or hat, come on over to YouTube and become a member. Come on over to YouTube. And I'm going to end it on Rumble as well. So come on over if you want to. Rumble, come on over to YouTube. If you want to be a member, come on over to YouTube. And for those of you watching on Twitch, come on over to YouTube and become a member so you can participate. Okay. So now it should only be members in the chat. And so here's what we're going to do. I'm so excited. I love this. I love this part. Okay, we're going to give away a mug first. That's what we're going to do. So we are going to give away a mug. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share this right here. Our new design, I Love Trump coffee mug. That's what we're going to be giving away right about now. Our I Love Trump coffee mug. By the way, somebody share a link to, it's actually in the pinned comment too. You can find our original Nez Nation merchandise. So even if you don't win today, you can always buy these things on your own volition. But again, members only can participate. And I can't wait because I've already ordered all of these. This design, by the way, just came in yesterday. So I'm very excited. So if you want to participate, all you have to do right now is, if you're in the comments and you're allowed to comment, that means you're a member. All you need to do is just type in the word mug. That's all you have to do. Type in the word mug, and you only have to do it once, okay? Type in the word mug, and you will automatically become you'll get an automatic entry. And then you're going to see I'm going to hit that big, large blue draw button, and then that's when the random number generator goes off. And only people who commented mug, and the only way you can comment right now is if you're a member, you get a chance to win a brand new I Love Trump mug. Thank you, Monique Abram. While that's happening, I'll give you guys a chance to type in the word mug. You only have to do it once. Thank you for the $5 super chat. We'll be voting for Trump. I was stupid and not informed when I voted for Barack. I voted for him in 2012. I regret it every single day. Worst decision of my life. Even though Romney was garbage, but I voted for him in 2012, so you're not alone. Laura Tilford, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. My bestie Mary Hendricks is listening, and she's very impressed. Thank you, Mary. Everyone tell her hi. Everybody say hi to Mary Hendricks. Hi, Mary. Great to see you. Oh, wow. We even have R. Heath. R. Heath, that's so sweet of you. She devotes a complete super chat to Mary Hendricks. $4.99. Hi, Mary Hendricks. Mary, welcome to the channel. If you're a friend of Laura Tilford's, especially if you're a bestie, of Laura Tilford's? Well, then you're a bestie of Nez Nation, and you're a bestie of me. Call me Nez. All my friends call me Nez. It's fantastic to have you. Hey, if Laura vouches for you, then, who knows? You could be a mod soon. Shami Neiman, welcome to being a new member. Welcome, Monique Abram, for being a new member. Okay. Welcome, Mary Hendricks. It's great to have you with us. Thank you for listening and watching. Okay. So have you all typed in the word mug? I've got 51 entrants. It says there's 2,500 of you watching right now. Become a member, because here's the countdown. Now is your chance. Type in the word mug. Oh, by the way, before we do that, please, if you love America, tap the thumbs up. Do it right now. Do it right now. Tap the thumbs up. It's free. It takes you a nanosecond. If you love America, tap the thumbs up. Come on. Okay. Here comes the countdown. We're going in.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Type in the word mug.
5.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Boom.
We have ignition.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? No whammies. Laura W. Congratulations. Everybody join me in congratulating Laura W. You have just won a brand new Trump, I Love Trump mug for your coffee, your tea, or whatever else. Oh, I'm so excited for you. That is so awesome. That is so fantastic. Congratulations to you, Laura W. Is she here right now? Where's Laura? Okay, Laura, so here's what you got to do. Everybody join me in congratulating her. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. Okay, so here's what you got to do. There she is. Laura W., congratulations. You win a brand new I Love Trump mug. So, Laura, pay attention. And by the way, all future winners pay very, very close attention. So what you have to do is you've got to email me. My email is right there at the bottom of the screen, nez@professornez.com. I want you in the subject line to say mug winner, okay? And then in the body of the email, I need your best address to send the I Love Trump mug. I need city, state, zip code, the whole 9 yards, and we will get that over to you. Now, we're not Amazon. These are all made to order, so it's going to take a couple weeks, but you should get that brand new mug in the next couple of weeks, okay? So again, one more time, everybody and all future winners, listen to this too. Email me, nez@professornez.com. My email is at the bottom of the screen. In the subject line of the email, you're going to say mug winner or shirt winner or hat winner or whatever. And then in the, and it has to be from the email of your YouTube account, because your Gmail, because I need to verify it. That's another thing I forgot to mention. So please make sure it's from that specific Gmail account. And then in the body, just give me your address, and you should get it in less than 2 weeks, hopefully, at the latest. Congratulations, Laura. You are awesome. That is so cool. That is so, so cool. Okay, what's next? We're not done by a long shot, but wait, there's more. Okay, let's go with a shirt. How about, and by the way, this is for men or women. As a matter of fact, you know what? I don't like looking at this guy, so let's go with the women. So that's a little bit better there. Okay, so how about the I Love Trump shirt? We got it for men and women. I actually like this color a lot. I think this color is pretty cool. And these are high quality premium t-shirts, y'all. You're going to love this right here. So now what I want you to do is I want you to type in, okay? Type in the chat. If you're a member, you're going to be able to type it in. Type in the word shirt. That's all you got to do to win the I Love Trump shirt. So if you're a member right now, and it's now a members only stream, all you have to do is type in the word shirt. It doesn't need to be capitalized. and you only need to do it once. If this is fun, give me a huge yeah in the comments because I love this. And by the way, we've got so much more coming. I give away Amazon gift cards. You know, we just passed, by the way, what did I do? When we passed 300,000 subscribers, I gave away 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. I wonder how close we are to passing 400,000 subscribers, which still blows my mind. We're at 397. Okay. If you haven't subscribed, it's free. For the love of God, subscribe. But right now, I'm going to share the screen. We are at 397,000 subscribers, almost 398,000 subscribers. When we pass 400,000 subscribers, which should be in the next week or so, guess what? There's a subscriber right there. It's a live count. This is a live view of our subscriber count. When we pass 400, guess what? I'm giving away four. Actually, you know what? I might give away 8, maybe 8 $50 Amazon gift cards. I don't know, maybe 400. I'll give 4 100 Amazon gift cards, or maybe I'll give 8 $50 ones. But anyway, you're going to win a crap ton of gift cards and a crap ton of gifts. And who knows, I may even give away something crazy that you've never even heard of before. Why? Because President Trump loves Professor Nez. That's right. Quite frankly, probably he's the greatest news channel on the internet. And I love him. He's smart, really smart. Good looking guy, too. You got to watch Professor Nez. He's the only one to watch. Thank you so much, Mr. President. I'm honored. Thank you, Mr. President. Okay. So have you guys typed in shirt? Who's typed in shirt? Have you all typed in shirt? 56 entries so far. We're going to get right to it. Who's ready? 10-second countdown happening now. You better type in shirt.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds.
Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
type in shirt.
2, 1.
Here we go.
We have ignition.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's the big winner? Who's the big winner of the shirt? Butterfly kisses. Congratulations. Correct me if I'm wrong, Butterfly Kisses, but haven't you won before? You've won before, have you not? I think you have. Congratulations. Everybody join me in giving a huge, warm congratulations to Butterfly Kisses. There she is. Is that her? No. There she is. Yeah. Haven't you won before, Butterfly Kisses? I think you have. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn I've sent you either a gift card or I've sent you something. Congratulations, regardless. That is fantastic. I'm so happy for you. You have just won the I Love Trump t-shirt. Congratulations. And this is a premium t-shirt. I'm so happy for you. Oh, you know what I forgot to say too? Well, actually, no, the mug, it doesn't matter, but for this, it does. So now what I need from you, Butterfly Kisses, is, again, I need you to email me, nez@professornez.com, from the actual Gmail account of your YouTube account watching right now. And in the subject line, you're going to say shirt winner. And then in the body, I need 2 things from you. So I need size, color, and they tend to kind of, I will say this company that I'm working with, they tend to size a little bit on the small side. So if you're typically a small, maybe go medium, et cetera, et cetera. Pick a color. And then also, I need your full address so I can send it to you. And you should get it within the next 2.5 weeks at the latest. So that is so awesome. Wow, Butterfly Kisses just said, I found you a month ago and was gifted my membership. And now you want a shirt. Congratulations. You're on fire, Butterfly Kisses. The Lord has blessed you, my child. That is fantastic. I love hearing that. That is amazing. Good for you, Butterfly Kisses. That is awesome. Do you have a nickname? I'm kind of saying Butterfly Kisses over and over again. It's kind of hard. Maybe I'll call you BK. BK is a little bit, is pretty good for short. So yeah, so just one last time, BK, email me, nez@professornez.com. Make sure it's the Gmail account associated with your YouTube, okay? The Butterfly Kisses. And then in the title, in the subject, you're going to say shirt winner. In the body, I need size, color, and full address, okay? Congratulations, BK. That is awesome. Okay, we're going to do another we're going to do a hat now. Now we're doing a hat. So you know what you need to do now is all you need to do is you need to type in the word hat. That's all you have to do. And by the way, if you haven't already, for the love of God, please tap the thumbs up. That's all you have to do. It takes you a second. Tap the thumbs up because we're having a ball here, folks. Okay, now let me show you the hat because this hat is actually really cool. And I'm really stoked. So it's going to be the trucker cap, okay? And let me see. Do I not have the, hold on a second. Let me, caps and hats. Okay. Or actually, you know what it's going to be? It's going to be the Flex Fit. It's going to be the Flex Fit hat right here, which is really, really cool. I'll show you really fast. So here's the I Love Trump Flex Fit hat. And it comes in multiple colors, as you can see right there. And that's the design that you're going to see on your hat. And it's really, really cool. So it's got that trucker kind of back. You know, you can do navy blue and white. You can do dark gray and white. You can do full color, or you can do, you can do a solid color. And I think it's really, really cool. And it's going to have our newest logo, I Love Trump, our newest design. So all you got to do if you want to win this flex fitted cap is type in the word hat. We have 57 entries. Type in the word hat. I'm going to do the random number generator in the countdown, 10 seconds.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9.
Type in
8,
hat right now.
7, 6.
God, this is
5,
fun.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
We have ignition.
Who's going to win the hat? Who's going to win the I Love Trump hat? Who's going to win the I Love Trump hat? Kathy Greathouse. Congratulations, Kathy Greathouse. You won the I Love Trump Flex Fitted hat. Everybody, please join me in congratulating all of our winners and Kathy Greathouse. Of course, that includes her. Everybody who's won. Congratulations, Kathy. You got yourself a hat. Congratulations. That is so awesome. Congratulations, Kathy. And now all you got to do, remember, is make sure you email me, nez@professornez.com. And in the title, the subject line, all you have to do, there she is. I was trying to find you. There she is. Thank you. Kathy just won a hat. So all you have to do, congratulations, is email me, nez@professornez.com. Make sure it's the Gmail account associated with this YouTube account that you're watching right now. And in the subject line, say hat winner. And in the body, give me your address and color that you want it to be in, okay? And again, if you want to order any of these new products, and we have a bunch more. We got so much. We got beanies, hoodies. I'm going to put a link in the comments right now where you can actually go check it out. You can also click on the pinned link, and you'll see an option for our original merchandise. If you want to check out any of this stuff for yourself. OMG. So if you had fun, please tap that thumbs up. If you had a blast, let me know in the comments. Give me a huge yeah in the comments. I just want to say, again, another huge congratulations to all the people who won. A huge congratulations and welcome to all new members. Hopefully, you'll join us in our members only Discord. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Oh, wait a minute. I got to give a huge shout out to Grace. Grace has her 5-month anniversary on our channel. Congratulations, Grace. It is awesome to have you here. 5 months. You're an OG now. You are definitely an OG now. And I want to welcome all new members. Again, go to the community tab, and there you'll find a post for members only. And if you click on, there's a link to our Discord in that community tab, members only post, and you can join the most thriving community on planet Earth. We have a blast in there. I'm in there. Everybody's in there. It is highly worth it. Congratulations to Leona. Congratulations on your 3-month anniversary. Welcome, Leona. It's great to see you again. Fantastic. Awesome. Let me know what you think of the 33 reasons that lifelong Democrat Bill Ackman we just went through. What do you guys think of that? Again, especially if you're undecided or on the fence, or maybe you're used to be Democrat, used to be Republican, whatever. I want to hear from you. Let me know. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe. It's free. Subscribe and follow. Check out the videos we posted recently. I post new videos every single day. And welcome to our channel. We got so much more. 17 days, y'all. 17 days away from the biggest day of our lives. We got to get our country back. Thank you. I love you as always. God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.